to Voice Night Podcast, everyone. This is the 100th take we've done on this so far. Anyway, it is I, Brady, sitting here with
Chance
and
Elijah.
The Elijah Nigel.
The Elijah Nigel.
So we're here to talk about some 3 great animated movies this time. Little what's the word we're looking for here? Help me if you know it.
Theme?
That's the word, theme. It's the theme this week is animated movies.
That's what I said.
I didn't hear what you said.
It's a haiku.
Anyway, so just so you know, there will be spoilers for these movies. We were talking about Shrek, Up, and the new Christmas movie on Netflix, Klaus. Anyway, so there will be spoilers, and we are, foul-mouthed heathens sometimes, so there is an explicitive warning. I don't know what the right word is.
I think it's just explicit.
Explicit warning. So, that's what we're going with. And also, if you would rather skip around to all the movies that we talk about, you don't want to watch it in order, or you just want to hear about a specific movie, here is the timestamps now.
Ooh, welcome to Boys Night Pictures. The showing for Shrek will be at the 31 minute and 30 second mark. The showing for Klaus will be at the 1 hour, 1 minute and 30 second mark. And the showing for Up will begin right now.
It's probably going to be me doing like a Shrek voice or something.
I like it. Okay, so that gives our intro out of the way. Get that stupid whiteboard out of my face, and let's just jump into it. Sorry, Philly D. I stole your intro.
Let's get right into the podcast.
Into the news. I'm sorry, I stole it.
Okay.
Keemstar, don't wreck us.
Do you think that's how he sends nudes?
Probably.
Right into the news.
He's a married man, Chance. Are you insinuating something?
Would you please send me some nudes?
He might say it to his wife. I don't know.
Who knows? Anyway, so the first movie we will talk about today is Up. Take it away, Nigel.
Oh shit, yeah, that's me. Okay, I'm not even gonna pull it up on IMDb. It's been a minute. Wait, is that what you're talking about?
What?
I said shit.
No.
Oh, okay.
I think you flipped the page because I might have picked the wrong movie to start with, but we're
Oh,
yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Oh, it's Shrek.
It's fine.
Not Up.
It doesn't matter.
We're doing Up.
Okay,
As long as I made events, Klaus, I don't give a shit.
Okay. Yeah, I know, because either one, it's like, they're both good. Okay, so I guess, we're going to start with Up. The summary of this movie is...
I just really like to see the process of you.
No, I like seeing those gears turning in your head.
And I'm like, okay.
There was a boy.
There was a boy. And then he did this. There's this dude named Carl. He's an old man. He and his wife wanted to adventure when they were younger, but then she passes away. So he dedicates his he dedicates time to taking his house to Paradise Falls, and then he gets followed by a little boy.
What a great summary.
I'm there.
Honestly,
I see it in my head. You painted a beautiful picture.
if y'all have heard my past ones that I made up by myself, this one's great. So that's about it, though. If you haven't seen Up, like,
what the fuck you doing?
Yeah, what the fuck you doing? It's Pixar. It's,
It came out almost over 10 years ago.
Yeah, what did we say? 2009?
2008, I think, is when it came out.
I think it was either 2008 or 2009. One of those. I'm pretty sure it was 2009.
Yeah.
Still 10 years. Okay, it's 2019.
I don't even think I wrote that much for this one.
I did some retroactive notes for me.
My first note was, okay, so yeah, the movie starts off, you fucking put in your bag, dude. You cry. That's my second note, was I'm crying in the club. Yes. Yeah. That's alright.
Crying in the club.
Yeah. Because it starts out with them both as little kids, Carl and Ellie as little kids, and they meet each other, and then they realize that they both love the same things, and then
they love each other.
Then they get married and live happily ever after. But Oh. What did we think it was?
I thought it was Randall.
Randall.
I was like,
when
dude,
you said it, I was like, that is not right.
Like, that's a bad guy name.
Yeah.
that's Monsters Inc. territory.
I mean, it begins with an R, ends with 2 L's.
Close enough.
Oh shit, what was this? Oh yeah, so they love each other, they get married, and then she dies.
I mean, you can see their whole like married life together, so it's not like she just up and dies.
No,
like,
take the shot.
Take the shot.
Like you just see like all their
other happy moments.
Yeah, exactly.
So they start out. They meet in this old ass house that's all broken down, and then they end up buying that house together and fixing it up. And that's
so
their
cute.
Yeah, my first note is, how the fuck does he afford the house by selling balloons?
Yeah.
All right, so I think
maybe he just works through the zoo.
Yeah,
and then.
But it's also like the 40s when he buys the house, so.
But how does he keep the house?
You could buy a hamburger for $1 back then, bro.
Yeah, but how does he keep the house?
Remember I told you about rent control? Probably that. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
You don't believe it.
I am.
That's the true magic of this movie.
That's the true magic.
I've been in the hustle.
Taxes. Oh. But yeah, that was my first note was, I need myself an Ellie.
I need myself an Ellie.
Because it's true love.
Can't be yourself as a Carl without your Ellie.
Yeah.
You smudgety old fucking
Carl was
man.
a cock, though. After she passes away.
Dude, he turns into a grouch. Which, I mean, I get it, grief and all, but...
Yeah.
Bro.
Even like at the end.
Well, he also doesn't have any friends.
Yeah, because he only had one friend his whole life. Whose fault is that? His. Because he didn't fucking talk, dude. They even talk about it at the beginning. Like, you don't talk much, do you? But, I mean, his whole family was that way.
I like him. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's one of the funniest scenes is when they're at their wedding.
Yeah.
Her side of the family's all like country hicks and like from Earth. so that's like our territory, you know. And they're all like, woo, shooting their guns off. Yeah. And then his side of the family's like
and they're all wearing black too.
Yeah.
You guys notice like why are you all wearing black?
Like, oh my gosh. Oh.
Our son is dying.
Symbolism.
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, the movie starts off pretty fucking sad. You really get hit in the feels, and then it goes to you feel bad for the guy because there's a construction company trying to take away his house.
He doesn't want to sell the house because it's the last thing he has.
Yeah,
he's very what's the word where he likes objects?
Materialistic. Yeah. Well, I think he's more sentimental for the value of the objects so much as the price of
it. I thought you were gonna say stubborn.
He is stubborn.
He is that too.
Yeah. Okay, and then the part I remember the most in this movie is actually in the beginning when he cracks that dude in the head with his cane. Dude, he whops him right in the head.
My note is clobbered his ass.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know why I don't remember that all that much.
Dude, he just beats the shit out of that guy. I remember it because in the end of the movie, I'm going to jump a little bit, he cracks the old guy in the head that he's fighting. What was his name? Conrad? Hitler.
I think it's like Karl Muntz.
Oh yeah,
Charles Muntz. Yeah, yeah.
Carl.
So he cracks Charles in the head with it, but Charles is like fine.
Yeah,
which makes sense. Okay, hold on. I want to jump into this. So Ellie and Carl as kids love Charles Muntz. Like he's a famous explorer. He looks like he's in his like late 20s, maybe 30s. But he's still alive when Carl's like 70.
Mm-hmm. That's actually like a thing. Like, if you watch any like Pixar theories or stuff like that, that's one of the things. Is like, why the fuck is he still alive?
Dude,
it's the real magic of this movie.
He's gonna keep bringing that up. So yeah, like is Paradise Falls like magical? The dude's still alive and he's still able to talk, walk, run around, eat. He doesn't need help with anything.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
It's weird.
Also, I just want to point out, I knew he was bad when I first watched this movie because only Nazis used to ride around in fucking Zeppelins. What's his vehicle of choice, everyone?
A Zeppelin.
A Zeppelin, yes. It's a Zeppelin. He also has that mustache.
Yeah.
Not a Hitler stash, but it's a pencil-thin mustache the only bad guys have. Yeah. You know like the old those like old movies where like the guy ties the lady to the train tracks?
Yeah.
He's got one of those mustaches.
Yeah.
French
like
people.
A Charlie Chaplin.
Ugh, gross.
Wait, Charlie Chaplin had a mustache.
He had a Hitler stash.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Or did Hitler have a Charlie Chaplin stash?
I don't know. Hitler hated Charlie Chaplin. Absolutely hated him because Charlie Chaplin talked shit about Hitler. It was hilarious. There's like a speech he gives about like how like Nazis are bad.
Charlie Chaplin doesn't talk.
Oh yeah.
I think my next note says impossible because of the balloons of the house.
It's possible. We did the math.
Okay, it's not possible with how many balloons he uses.
Yeah.
And there's
still possible.
And there's actually a count from the people that did the whole effects for this movie. They only used 10,000 balloons.
Yeah, so blame them for being lazy.
You need 5 million.
Pussy shit.
So
or maybe it's more than that. It's what I said.
It's 12 million.
Yeah, it's 12 million.
It was 5 million for the weight that we used, but then they gave us the actual weight of the house, so it's 12 million.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you want to do the math at home, you got to convert the pounds into grams, and it's 0.14 grams a balloon. That's how you do the math. So it's 12 million. So it's possible, but chances right, they didn't use enough balloons. So fire your FX people.
And not to mention, you're going to need more balloons because it tears the foundation.
Yeah.
It has to rip it out of the ground.
Maybe, hey, the house was built in the fucking 40s. And you know what? They repaired the house, but I don't think they repaired the foundation. Let's just give them that one. Because you see them fixing their house. Yeah. They don't know what they're doing.
Maybe he can make super balloons.
Super balloons?
Maybe that's real magic in this
movie. Shut up! He's got training. So as he's leaving, or before he leaves, Russell comes up, the cutest fucking boy in the world.
Whoa!
Whoa!
My name is Russell.
Call out the cops, dude. But so Russell though, he was adorable. I would have shooed him away too, though. Get the fuck off my porch,
yeah, one of my
dude.
notes is I hate Russell. I fucking in the beginning, I can't stand him because he just fucks everything up.
Okay, he doesn't fuck everything up.
He threw the GPS.
He fucks one thing up.
That's like one of my most favorite scenes because like finally the house is like flown away and Russell's inside with them and fucking he's like, I got this Junior Will or whatever. Like
I got a GPS.
Yeah, the GPS.
My dad gave it to me.
Yeah, and they're standing right next to the window and he's like, we'll never be lost, and fucking throws his hands up and they come back into view and it's gone. And it's, I don't know. It just cracks me up. But stupid. How do you just do that?
Yeah. It happens. But he's a little child. Kid's probably 8.
Oh, really though? I guess it's not a big deal. They still found their way around.
Yeah, they know where they're going.
Even if they did have the GPS while they were down there, it's like they found their way around pretty well.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
They made it to Paradise Falls. They didn't need a GPS. They made it.
How did Carl
set up the cumulonimbus clouds?
Yeah, how did Carl know that?
Yeah,
I've never known an 8-year-old that knows cumulonimbus.
You mean Russell?
Yeah.
Dude, you saw the amount of badges he has, bro. He's probably got a cloud watching badge.
But then he says later on that he never camped.
He never pitched a tent, but doesn't mean he can't read about clouds.
The cumulonimbus.
But yeah, how did Carl set up that whole thing overnight? Because he gets
that's the real magic.
Because he gets told that he's going to a home, and overnight he sets up all these balloons. He sets up a whole like wing system, bro. This guy's Elon Musk,
dude. Maybe he's already had it. He's just like, I'm putting my plan into the action. Like, what's up, Lige? What you got?
It's all a dream. He dies that night.
The bulldozer didn't
hit
the
Matrix.
Dude, the bulldozer didn't knock over his mailbox. It knocked over his house.
Dude. It's the fucking Matrix.
Yeah?
Mr. Anderson looking ass. That's what I wrote down. The guy that's trying to buy his house looks like the bad guy from the Matrix.
Just wearing a suit and tie.
Yeah. Every guy wears a tuxedo. Like Mr. Anderson.
I don't know. That's my magic.
Maybe he died because he hit that guy with the cane and the guy just fucking clapped back. Just fucking one punched his ass.
Morpheus is like, he's the one. Morpheus is Russell.
Which badge do you want? The red one or the blue
one?
Anyway, so yeah, they finally get to Paradise Falls. And that's when you meet really the best characters of the movie, which is Doug and Kevin.
Yeah.
They're the best. So Kevin's this giant bird. It's like think of a dodo bird mixed with like an ostrich / emu. That's kind of what it is.
Yeah. Parrot.
And the colors of a parrot.
And rainbow.
Oh, no, not a parrot. It's not a parrot.
A macaw?
My nose bleed.
Toucan.
Colors of a toucan.
Yeah.
Toucan Sam.
Yeah, I had to think of that one.
Yeah. Yeah, so then Kevin, it just squawks at him. It's just funny. He loves it.
He hates Doug.
He hates Doug because dogs chase him around all fucking day.
Yeah.
So yeah, of course he hates Doug.
And Doug is like, he's technically a bad guy at the beginning. But he's just following what his master says.
The best of the bad guys.
Yeah.
Know?
You are my master, and I love you. That cracks me up. The whole squirrel thing that was huge. Like when the movie first came out, that's where the whole like squirrel. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember watching that in high school, and all the fucking kids will laugh. Yeah, they're like, "Oh my god, it's so funny!" And it happens like 3 times in the movie, and I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah, I know the first time that was good.
I
Second
giggled.
time,
I giggled each time, but
I
not like
highly doubt there's actually a squirrel there. Okay.
not a cackle.
Oh, and that's
I
another thing.
love dogs.
Ain't no fucking way there's a squirrel in that fucking forest, dude. You got talking animals, and you got talking dogs and fucking a dodo bird thing.
Are you looking
There's
to
no
see
way
if
to-
squirrels are in South Africa?
South America.
South
South
America.
Africa.
Dude, I had to think.
Whole new continent, South
I had to think.
Africa.
I was like, "Where am I?"
So there are 3 types of squirrels in South Africa. There's tree squirrels, southern Amazon red, and microsegurius.
Bullshit.
You can't prove it.
You're a liar.
You're out.
You're read the room, bro.
The room.
Fuck you. You're out.
All right, yeah. So then Carl Fredrickson shows up, sees that they have Kevin in tow, and he's been hunting this bitch for like 20 years. The whole time he's been there, he's trying to hunt Kevin.
Yeah.
Yeah, never got around to it because he sucks ass.
He
Yeah,
murders people.
yeah. He sure murders like 10 people.
Yeah.
How many
We
caps are on
we
that
don't
table?
see it, but yeah, there's like.
For each
What is
adventure, a
this?
cap was 1 head.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Well,
he wants to-
wait a minute, is that right? No, but yeah, it's like they're all like they're either like an explorer or like a
Botanist.
What's a botanist?
It's like someone that takes care of plants, learns about the genealogy of plants.
Oh,
and
like
how to-
botanical. Botany. Botany always sounds like a bad thing to me.
Yeah, because it's what every stoner says they're going to get involved in. Oh, I'm going to get a degree in botany. No, you're going to go try and grow weed in the forest. Shut up.
It sounds like what is the word when you like cheat? It's like when you cheat on your wife. Or something
Plagiarism?
like that. No,
I already cheat, and I was like,
plagiarism.
I'm there.
Plagiarism.
Fucking.
No, you're having an affair on your wife, but it's
Yeah, what is that called?
an affair.
Sodomy?
Yeah, botany.
Sodomy? It's not sodomy.
Well,
No.
they say that in year one.
Sodomy.
No, sodomy is when you get
Yeah.
in the butthole. Or oral. It's anything besides the vagina is sodomy.
Shame.
It's like
Sin.
human. It's like a human something.
Human indecency.
No.
I don't know.
This
man.
sucks.
It's just an affair. Extramarital affair is what happens.
Yeah.
Extramarital relationship.
There's some word I'm thinking of. I'm probably not even right that that's
Cheat.
Polygamy?
No.
That's when you have multiple husbands and wives?
No.
Is it a triad?
It was plagiarism, I think. No, I don't know. Fuck it. Who cares?
Move on.
I can remember what was botany. But yeah, so that the Charles Muntz guy, he kills people, and then he tries killing. It's funny too because he's like, "Oh, these are our guests," and he's like, "I've been searching for this bird forever," and then he's like, "Hey, that looks like Kevin." He's like, "I'm gonna kill you now."
Yeah.
Infidelity?
I'm
looking up a
Infidels!
That one sounds.
I'm looking up a list of words.
Okay, read them off.
Here's 7 obscure words. Let me get there. Bread swerver.
The name generator.
Cuck queen.
Oh, nice.
That's not it.
That ain't it. Whittle.
No.
Like to the wood.
Skimmington.
Dude.
Adulterine.
Adultery. Yeah.
So
that's what it is.
adultery then.
Yeah.
That's botany, adultery. Same thing.
Well, that's what I have.
Poultry.
Hold on, I got more words.
Poultry.
Condemnation.
Condensation.
Lecher white.
I thought it said lidocaine.
And those are the words.
But yeah, that reminds me.
We
Of,
got so off task.
yeah, I'm kind of liking this though. There wasn't. We didn't have much to talk about on Up.
Yeah.
So
Honestly, we're
in
like,
the clear for this.
I feel like the viewers can know. They know that we
Yeah.
don't have a lot to talk about with
Yeah.
Up.
Well,
Honestly.
it's like I don't know. It's really just a good movie. It's like there's no like
Yeah, it's just good to watch.
yeah,
And then
makes you sad.
the
Makes you
story
happy.
is super easy to summarize up. But
Yeah, this is like
Yeah,
the
you did a
first,
great job summarizing it.
see,
I heard this is like the first Pixar movie where they like mention divorce of separating parents.
Oh, I do like that. I
Yeah.
do like that a lot. As a kid from a divorced parents, it was nice to get some representation in that.
Mhm.
Also, I did like. I hate Russell's dad.
Oh yeah, he's a pile.
He's the worst person.
And we don't even meet him.
No, and then like his stepmom, I think it was Josephine, whatever the word he said. She names her once.
Yeah.
He names her once.
He's like, that's not my mom.
Yeah, and he's like, dude, the first thing I thought I was like, oh, is it your dad's secretary? Could have been. we don't
And then
know.
he's just like, no, and he's like, oh,
oh, sorry.
I wish there was more of a conclusion with the Russell and Dad thing. But I'm glad the way that they did it though. Like Carl's like his new father figure, but I wish there was some like clarity at the end.
Yeah, I mean, how many years he's got with Carl?
Yeah, I know. I'm just gonna say that.
Shit.
unless they lied about their age.
Yeah.
He's like 50 right now.
I mean,
Dude.
the way he fucking
Just
climbs
looks.
an upside down ladder where that trained people have issues doing. That's the real magic here.
He does some like an Arnold Schwarzenegger shit in the end. I don't get how he does it. It's cool, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, there's a fight scene with dogs.
Maybe he's actually like 30. Because he looked like an old man when he was 8.
Yeah, true.
Google has a straight spoiler for Mandalorian at the very front.
Really?
Oh, shit.
Why would you do that?
What the
Oh, for the new episode?
Yeah.
Oh, have you seen it?
No.
Oh,
I'll watch it after this podcast.
Yeah, I guess it got spoiled for you.
Well, it's not really spoiled. It just says as well, it's a different podcast. We're going to keep talking about Up.
Just saying. Mandalorian might be the first show podcast that we do. Just saying.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll all finish it at the same time.
Tease it for some people.
Some parts that I like is Doug. He's the guy that gives all the quotes for the whole movie. He's like, I will get the ball and I will bring it back. And there was one part that like made me feel weird is when Carl started yelling at Russell and Doug. It felt like too real, you know?
Yeah, it's real old man anger.
Yeah, I was like, I felt this before.
Disturbance in the voice. Yeah. So,
Does anyone have anything else to say about Up?
Well, it ends with them going and getting
Ooh.
ice cream.
the Pew Pew. The first Pixar movie that I think I've seen, or at least that I remember, that has a gun in it.
Yeah.
Oh, it has a gun.
Yeah.
Is Atlantis a Pixar movie?
No.
I think it's DreamWorks.
I think that's just straight Disney.
What about the...
Atlantis is a Disney movie.
Well, no, I'm
It
trying
is?
to think of
Yeah.
movies that like are a little like different. But what about the the Titan movie?
Remember the Titans?
Attack on Titan?
No.
That's a good movie, dude.
Radio.
Radio. War Machine.
I can't remember now.
I don't know.
No, what's you got? Titan?
It's like they're in space.
Oh, Titan AE?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that what? Dude, who owns that?
I don't know. I think that's its own separate studio.
It might be, but it has guns.
Guns.
Yeah.
Oh, what about
But he straight up shoots to kill in
Oh,
this
yeah.
movie. He straight up like tried to quick scope his ass.
Mm-hmm. 360.
Dude, I forgot Matt Damon's in that.
Carl,
It up?
Mr.
Carl?
Phase Months.
Phase moon. What are we looking at?
He's looking to see if Pixar or if Titan AE is Pixar.
I don't think it's Pixar.
It might be
Oh,
his
It's
own
20th
side.
Century Fox.
Okay.
I was like, there's no way it's Pixar.
I'm just trying to think of any anime. But yeah.
Was there guns in Treasure Planet?
Yes, I'm pretty sure.
And I'm pretty sure Treasure Planet is Disney.
I think that's also DreamWorks. Man,
That might be DreamWorks, actually.
I just know Tarzan has guns, but that's Disney.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
He has a
Yeah, Treasure Planet's Disney.
Damn, I'm just wrong.
Okay, well,
You don't know your animated movies, bro.
I think I'm
it's
just
the
going off
first
of Disney
Pixar
Plus.
movie with
Yeah.
a gun.
Well,
Unless
when-
we're wrong.
When was
like-
Pixar bought by Disney? Because Disney owns
Oh,
Pixar.
well, Disney, Pixar's always been a part of Disney. So Disney is Disney, and then Pixar is an animated, like, they're an animation studio
Mhm.
that's a part of Disney, and then they just kind of branched off in their own thing. So it's like always been Disney.
2006.
Yeah.
Is when they full on bought it. Well, no, because Steve Jobs started Pixar. Did you know that?
Wait, what?
Yeah, Steve Jobs started Pixar. After he left Apple the first time, he went and started Pixar. And then Pixar got bought by Disney.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. But you are right. Like, as soon as they, when they bought him.
Well, so yeah, then.
So, yeah.
But, because Toy Story's Disney.
Yeah.
And
I have
they-
no idea. I think it started as Pixar.
And they came out. Yeah, it's Disney Pixar. It's like, that was like the Bugs Life was their first movie, but that was back in like
And Ants.
90.
Ants is DreamWorks.
Yeah, I was like,
Ants is 100% DreamWorks.
I
remember looking that up
though.
too.
Yeah,
I love Ants.
Yeah, A Bug's Life is Pixar,
yeah.
Love
which
Ants.
is way better than Ants.
I love Ants.
Ants is not that. Okay, we're still on Up, guys.
Okay, if anyone has anything else to say, but
No, let's just go to facts.
no,
What facts you got for us?
I wish you wouldn't have said that because the only fact I had was the budget because there were so many like random fucking things and I just didn't want to. It's a Pixar movie. They reference Toy Story. They reference all the other shit.
Yeah.
You can find them.
Usually, if there's anything special about Pixar movies, it's like about other Pixar movies.
Yeah.
Dude, have you guys heard about the Pixar theory? Not theory,
The
shit,
timeline theory?
where it's all connected together.
Yeah.
And then Brave is like what really sets it apart,
Yeah. It's because
which
so
I haven't seen yet.
All the humans die and then cars come out.
I'll delve into this because I like to do a lot of research on it. Well, and I just watched a video about it. So, like, the whole Pixar theory is that Boo from Monsters Inc. is the old lady that's a witch from Brave. Because, like, it's basically like a circle timeline where, like, we evolve from humans and then the animals, like, raise up and they
raise up.
Yeah. Well, yeah, kind of, because there's Ratatouille, and then from there it goes on to something, and then it goes to like Cars, and then from Cars it'll go into WALL-E, and then we come back down to Earth, but it's what you call it, like there's radioactivity or whatever. So then we mutate into monsters, and then that becomes Monsters Inc. And the doors that we go through to get our energy is time traveling doors.
Oh.
So then Boo is from like our present, like our real life present kind of thing. And then she wants to find Sully again. So she ends up time traveling back to the time of where Brave takes place. And it's like, it's fucking crazy. And somehow it all fits together. Like that's what they say. It's not confirmed that that's real, but
I'm pretty sure if anyone could like construct it into a different story, it would work out.
Literally, that's basically what it is.
I'm gonna say some stuff real quick about Pixar. Turns out Lucasfilm started it. It was people from Lucasfilm got together and decided to do this. So then they started Pixar with funding from Steve Jobs. So Steve Jobs didn't necessarily start it, but he gave him the money to do it. So he became the largest shareholder. And then Disney bought it in 2006, which made Steve Jobs the largest shareholder of Disney ever.
Holy shit.
Single shareholder. Pretty wild.
That's pretty wild.
I don't know how Toy Story mixes into this. What are you looking at?
No, it's every time I look away from your phone, does this little like thing. But I think it's because of your screen. So I was just playing with it with my head.
Don't you look at my screen, dude. Yeah, I don't know how the Toy Story thing works in there. I will look into that and probably not talk about it on a podcast in the future.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
Ratings.
I'm gonna give Up. Wait, we were talking about Up the whole time? I'm probably gonna give it like a 4-star. Just because it's super good. Super movie. I don't think I have anything else to say.
I know. I don't like.
say
I mean,
4
I
stars.
really like it, but I just don't have a lot to talk about with it.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I feel like I want to put Pixar movies in a separate column than normal movies. Well, like animated.
Because like,
I will always love Pixar or Disney movies.
Mm-hmm.
There isn't one I don't like. You know what I mean? Name one. You got one?
Cars 2.
Cars 2 is kind of bad. I only watched a half of it.
Yeah.
But like, see, I don't want to compare this to like Chronicle or like anything like that.
Yeah.
Because if I give it a 5-star, I would obviously choose Chronicle over this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's like different. It's kind of, Pixar movies are not really meant for adults, but it's like, I watch the shit out of Pixar.
Yeah, they're great.
Yeah, especially with Disney Plus.
Yeah.
I've already watched all of them.
So, for animated movies, I want to give it a 4 to 5
Sponsor.
Kevins.
4 or 5 Kevin. 4 or 5 last GPS.
Yes. But if it's for normal movies, like you're going to put it, I'm going to give it a 3. Because I don't want it to be valued as high as
Oh, that's right, 3.
Chronicle. Okay.
Because when it comes to the rankings, I'm going to put them all together.
Yeah, I
so.
knew you would.
I mean, I'm not going to make
Because you're lazy.
I'm not going to make a separate list. I think this is the first Pixar movie, didn't know? Pretty sure. So it would just be
Number 1. It's up there.
one. I gave it 3.5 Coco toucan birds out of 5.
Well, we did do Coco, actually.
Oh, shit.
Is that
I think Coco...
Yeah, that's Pixar.
Well, it's Disney. Disney Pixar. Is it really? Yeah.
Straight Pixar.
Is it really?
I mean, it's Disney Pixar.
Yeah,
obviously.
But straight Pixar, how it works now?
Yeah.
I'm just getting Google
that's
ready.
always the confusing thing for me is like...
all Pixar movies are Google, but not all... Well, are you sure? Because I could have sworn it was just straight... Because like Disney...
I thought it was straight Disney.
I thought it was straight Disney, too.
I'm pretty sure it's Pixar.
Let's just look it up. Coco!
We're going to have a lot of editing to do. There's been a few long pauses, but it'll be fine. We'll be fine.
Yeah,
No, you're totally right. It's Pixar.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
And that's the thing. That's the thing with Brave. I thought Brave was straight Disney.
Oh, yeah, that's Pixar.
Pixar.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
that's how it ties together. You know? But, that's like I've always been confused by that was whether like Pixar movies were straight Disney because like Disney's like princesses and stuff.
Yeah,
but
Disney's the dad company. It's called the parent company, and Pixar's underneath that.
Mm-hmm.
So all things are all Pixar is Disney, but not all Disney is Pixar.
It all forms in like a pyramid shape.
Amway!
Squares and rectangles.
Okay, we're moving to the next movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's take a water break.
A water break.
Okay, Shrek is about an ogre named Shrek.
Yeah.
And,
I thought the burp was appropriate.
Oh, yeah. Better out than in, I always say it.
we see him be accompanied by a donkey that he doesn't want around because Shrek just wants his privacy.
What's the donkey's name?
Donkey.
What?
Donkey.
What?
Shrek is all about his privacy, so he has his donkey falling around, keeps pushing him away, and then one night he wakes up. Well, he doesn't wake up. He walks out to like a bunch of fairy tale creatures in his swamp, and the only way that he can get them off is to go talk to Lord Farquaad.
Now he must journey to land to go deal with the menace. It sounds like you're doing a movie intro.
And then he must leave to go get the princess from the highest room in the tallest tower for Lord Farquaad to marry her.
Does he find love along the way? You'll have to find out.
Next time on Shrek and Ball Z.
Shrek and Ball That's pretty good. I mean,
That's a good summary right there.
All right.
Pretty much it.
So I have something to talk about.
Yeah.
Okay.
This might be mainly towards Brady.
Mm-hmm.
Is Shrek the real Sora?
You say, is he the real Sora?
Yeah,
The real Sora.
the real Sora.
Okay, so how is he Sora? I want to hear this. I'm very intrigued.
He has contact with all Disney creatures. And he
Oh,
fights
shit.
to protect
Okay.
them.
Okay. Dude, I could see Shrek being a Keyblade wielder.
And
you're talking about-
Shrek came out before Kingdom Hearts. I looked it up.
Square Enix is stealing. Isn't it Klaus that has a total...
Yeah.
Oh, man, I can see it. I want Shrek. Shrek's in Kingdom Hearts 4, confirmed.
So funny.
I could just see like fanfic of Shrek holding a Keyblade and fighting some fucking Heartless.
Dude, the Keyblade...
He's being the shit out of Xehanort with Farquaad's face.
Dude, the Keyblade would, like... The handle would be his face. Like, with the ogre ears.
Yeah.
That'd be so sick. I'd love that.
Oh,
So,
that was like the first. As soon as all the fairy tale creatures showed up in the swamp, I was like, "Is he Sora?"
you know the first thing I said? I think I said it to Elijah right when... I think I already said it to you. This is the movie that made Smash Mouth.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. 100%.
Big time.
Dude, Smash Mouth, I don't...
Smoth Moth.
Smash Mouth, Lord Farquaad, Grand Moff Tarkin.
He wolfed and he ploofed and he...
I think Smash Mouth wasn't really shit before this. Okay, I say that because I was a kid when this movie came out, so obviously I didn't know who they were.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't remember if I've seen Shrek first or Rat Race first. I think it was Shrek I saw first. Either way, if you didn't know, at the end of Rat Race, they have a Smash Mouth, or is it Smashing Pumpkins?
That would be funny.
Fuck, dude, I'm going to have to look that up. Anyway, at the beginning of this movie, All Star by Smash Mouth kicks in, and I think there's actually...
There's a second song too. I'm a believer.
Yeah.
I'm a believer.
Yeah, that's also Smash Mouth.
Yeah,
so
but
okay.
I think the band can attribute all their records or their hit single, which is All Star, to this movie.
Yeah.
Like I'm not kidding when I say that. I'm pretty sure like Shrek's the reason that song went gold or whatever it went.
Yeah, because I had never heard of it before. Like, I had watched Shrek when I was so young that like it just came up with it.
Yeah.
I didn't ever know if it was like a popular song beforehand, and I doubt it was.
As a kid, I thought that was Shrek's song.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of what it is.
Yeah.
Dude. So, wait, no, Disney doesn't own DreamWorks, right?
No.
So,
They have like a competition.
yeah. So Smash Mouth can thank DreamWorks and Disney because I'll stop the world and melt with you.
Yeah.
It's from Sky High, which is a Disney movie.
Oh.
That's you know, like they did a music
Yeah,
video and like
yeah.
the guy that turns into a puddle was like
One note that I wrote is I would also turn in Donkey if I had the choice. Fuck Donkey.
Yeah, so it is Smash Mouth and Rat Race, that's right.
Yeah.
Donkey is
That's
like
funny.
the most annoying fucking animal.
Dude, why do you hate all the good characters in
He
animated
cracks me up,
movies?
though. I love
He does crack me up, but if I was in Shrek's eyes, I'd be like, dude, snap his fucking neck.
Dude, I would fucking I'd take that little boy everywhere with me.
that little boy.
Well, I'm talking about like the first meeting that they had. Ogre would snap his fucking neck.
Well, hold on, the first meeting they have is he goes, "Oh, I'm a scary ogre. Aren't you scared?" He's like, "Nah."
Yeah, he's like not ready.
Yeah, Donkey's like, "Nah, dude, you're cool with me."
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Shrek's the typical ogre.
Ogre.
Ogre. Fucking Cardi B.
Ogre.
I'm so sad.
Because the whole thing is, people see me as an ogre, but not as who I really am.
Which is kind of an asshole. But to be fair, I mean, people dick on him his whole life, so yeah, he's gonna be an asshole.
Yeah.
I like that that's like the sleeper story for Ogre.
Yeah.
For Shrek.
For sure.
For Ogre.
Do you guys ever hear there's like a theory that Donkey's a boy from Pinocchio's island?
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's why he can talk. He's like, he was a little boy that got turned into a donkey.
Is he fucking...
He's not that kid,
Oh.
but he's just like one of the kids that got
Limp
away.
Biscuit?
Limp Biscuit.
No, his name's like Lampwick, I think.
Yeah, and
But-
well, he got sent off to a mine, and so Donkey would be one of the. So if nobody knows, in Pinocchio, he gets sent to an island where these guys are turning the kids into donkeys, so they can send them off to coal mines.
Yeah.
And he would be one of the donkeys that escaped.
Mm-hmm. Dude, that's crazy.
I know, right?
That's a good theory.
That's a cool one.
That's like super possible.
So I like that one a lot. Like that's why he's not like magical. He's not any other tales. It's just a talking donkey.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, all-star cast. We got to say that.
Yeah.
Mike Myers
Mike
and
Myers,
Eddie Murphy
Cameron
are
Diaz.
the best possible picks, I think, for the roles that they played.
Yeah.
Donkey and Shrek, I think they are just outstanding.
Funny you say that.
Yeah.
The first person... Well, there's been multiple
Was it
people
Nick
that are
Cage?
One of the people was Nick Cage, yeah.
What the fuck? Why is Nick Cage considered for everything?
Nick Cage and
'cause
Vin
he's
Diesel.
the greatest actor
He's
ever.
gonna be fucking
He's a
Superman
national
on the
treasure.
Shut up.
But also, Chris Farley was the main person that was casted as
Oh.
Shrek before he passed.
I heard about that one.
Yeah, but then Mike Myers originally didn't want to do it because he thought it was disrespectful, but over time he was like, I'll do it.
Yeah. And then didn't he have like a full-on Scottish accent at first? Like I know his accent was different.
Well, he was supposed to do, he originally did like a full-on American accent, but then he thought it didn't work, so then he tried like Canadian, and then he tried Scottish, and Scottish is the one that kept.
Oh, okay, so Scottish is the one that kept. So
Yeah.
okay, I was thinking of the other.
Canadian.
Yeah.
That would have been
That
wild.
would be really weird.
And then I think
Good or bad or donkey?
You guys ever see like the original artwork for Shrek?
No.
It looked a lot different.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
but also the original pairing for Shrek and Donkey is fucking
There's gonna be David Spade.
no from Zombieland. Zombie. Funny.
Oh, Bill Murray.
Yeah, Bill Murray
Oh, nice.
and
Zombie.
and Pink Panther looking ass.
Steve Martin.
Yep,
Oh,
Nice.
that was the original.
Huh.
Yeah.
Wait, who's
Wait. Yeah, who's who? Was Bill Murray Shrek?
yeah.
And then- okay.
Yeah. And then Alan Rickman was going to play Farquaad, but then he did Harry Potter.
Oh, wow.
That would have been really weird.
Yeah, it
though.
would've
I
been-
think it would have been kind of cool.
It would have fit.
It kind of would.
Someone kill the ogre.
I'll always love you.
Who lives on Drury Lane?
You have your mother's eyes.
You have your mother's gumdrop buttons.
Uh,
funny.
but while we're talking about voice actors, I just don't like Cameron Diaz as Fiona. I really don't.
They were
I just
just
can't get
fine.
behind it. I don't know why that would. It's just kind of grating to my ears.
Yeah.
You know?
I've always been like uncomfortable with Fiona.
Yeah, if they would have like softened her voice up a little bit, I would have been fine. It just
Not that I don't like Cameron Diaz.
I like Cameron Diaz too. I just don't like her as a voice actress.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Because I think she just I don't know, she's just so funny when she's Cameron Diaz.
Yeah, when she's acting, I like it more.
The Mask.
Yeah.
Big shout.
Big shout out on The Mask.
See, I remember her from Charlie's Angels and Bad Teacher.
You guys just want to fuck Cameron Diaz.
No.
Is that on the table?
Yes.
No dead bodies on the table. So the Seven Dwarfs say, and they try to put Snow White's ass on the table.
Dude, that whole scene's so funny. It's like, when I rewatched it, it's like, I don't know, there's so many things that I just didn't even laugh at when I was younger. Mm-hmm. But now it's just funnier because it's like, I don't know.
Well, you're an adult. You have
you
understand the humor.
It's such an adult movie sometimes.
It's pretty adult. They got a lot of hidden jokes in there.
It's meant for both adults and kids.
Yeah.
They're fucking smart.
Now, my favorite Mike Myers movie of all time.
Austin Powers?
Cat in the Hat.
Let's take a look on it. That's also a big shout.
He hated making that movie, but it's so fucking funny. He absolutely hated making that movie. He was an asshole on set.
We should, because it's on Netflix, I think. But
I watched it the other day
at work. Oh my gosh,
dude!
So we always have the joke. I don't even remember the scene, but he's like, "Let's take a look under the hood." I don't even know how it goes. We say that all the time at work.
That's pretty much it. Like his car breaks down, he dresses like a hick, and then he starts popping, he starts throwing stuff out of the car.
Oh, it's so funny. So yeah, that's definitely gonna be one on the list.
But yeah, they definitely make some adult jokes, like when the magic mirror is showing Snow White, and she's like, "She lives with 7 men, but she's not easy."
I got that right here. I wrote that down.
And they're talking about the castle, and he's like, "Must be compensating for something."
Yeah.
Now, how funny would it be if he chose Snow White? Because then Shrek could just pick that dead ass body off his table. I got her right here.
Yes. She's back at my house. Come get her.
That's so funny. And then fucking that was the scene I was trying to remember was the 3 blind mice. I'm gonna call him Henry. They were all like fucking running around and shit, and they were like, he was like biting Shrek or something.
Yeah, he goes, "Smell like cheese," and he takes a bite out of his ear.
Yeah, and then finally he gets down on the table, and he's like, "Henry, is that you?" And he's like, "How did you know?" It just cracks me out. I was like, "What the fuck?"
Gorder.
So was it that what it is?
I just saw it.
Gorder.
It's like Gorder or Gordon or something.
Yeah.
I could have sworn it was like.
I think it's Gorder, yeah.
I think it's Gorder. I remember Gorder because there's a weird ass name.
Yeah. Is that you? And he's like, "How did you know?" Oh, it cracks me up.
One thing I wrote was, how does a gingerbread man escape? You know?
I know. That I was actually wondering the same thing.
He's got no legs.
Yeah, he ends up in the second movie.
Yeah, and he's in the fucking garbage can with the lid closed. How the fuck does he get out?
Well, he has a candy cane for a cane, so
he
just hobbled his ass out.
Yeah.
That's a gumdrop button. Shoot. Also, the fucking mirror. I want to go back to the mirror. When he's like laying out which princess Lord Farquaad want, you think he would lead with the whole dragon ogre part, you know? Like, hey, she turns into an ogre at night. You think he would lead with that?
Yeah. Yeah, he's got to know that.
He does. He tried to warn him, and
oh, that's right.
Farquaad's like, "Nah, fuck off. I don't care."
Yeah, Short King.
I mean, he mentions like Cinderella living with cleaning for the step parents and sisters, and then Snow White living with the 7 dwarves and fucking asleep all the damn time.
Yeah. It's a little crazy.
Ugh.
He fucking groomed her ass.
He groomed her ass.
Oh, and then
I don't know if that means what you think it means.
So.
So I was like, that ain't
right. When they end up going to Lord Farquaad's castle, or whatever, so they end up like having to fight a whole bunch of guards.
That part's sick, though.
Yeah, it's pretty sick. That reminds me of it's called like the Over 200 creator movie remake or whatever. It's where like over 200 creators collabed on remaking Shrek, and they either like animated their part, so like everybody got like a little part, either like 2 seconds long or like a couple minutes long, something like that. They just spread it out, and they either animated it or did like a stop motion thing, or they just fucking like actually filmed like themselves. And in this scene on that, they did like a whole anime fight scene. It was so fucking sick.
That's cool.
And it was like, yeah, I do the Omaira. And then they fucking like, it's so dope. It cracks me up. So if you guys ever get the chance to watch that, you should do that too. Because it's cool getting to see. There's some that are like really shitty, but some that are like really well put together.
Yeah.
So
it's
a fun one.
The fucking rope thing in the beginning, like when he's walking through it, and like the guy's running along the line. I hate those.
Oh yeah,
I hate rope lines like that.
Yeah.
I think they're just stupid.
Yeah,
they're supposed to organize the line, but it's just dumb.
Yeah,
especially if you're the only one there, you have to fucking run all the way through them.
That's what I'm talking about, dude. No one's going there to watch. Well, I guess there was a lot of people standing.
There was, it was
maybe a lot of people
packed. And the Farquaad symbol looks a lot like a Facebook symbol.
Yeah.
Is that Facebook?
Was Facebook even out?
No.
I don't think it was. I think it came out in like mid 2000s, right?
Yeah.
When did Shrek come out?
2001.
Yeah, I don't think Facebook was out yet.
Yeah. Internet was barely out.
Yes, what you say?
Yeah,
I was about to say something, but he said us, so I thought you were jumping in there.
I was trying to figure out, but say what you were going to say.
Oh, well, I was going to cut to him becoming the champion.
Oh, yeah. I was going to cut all the way to the fucking castle.
Yeah, so Shrek's champion. He's got to go fucking save Fiona from the castle. And while they're walking, dude, that's such a far way to walk.
Yeah.
Really?
They do it in 2 days, but it looks so fucking far.
Mm-hmm. This was a good scene to watch.
Yeah. We get the whole layer talk, too.
Oh, yeah.
That's a classic line.
Oh, yeah.
Ogres are like onions. Onions have layers. I can't remember.
You know what else has layers? A parfait.
Parfaits are delicious.
Look at that cracks me up.
You say we're going to parfait, I say 8.
I said hey. Jumping into fucking men in tights. Okay. Yeah, so let's just jump to the part where I know Chance wants to talk about that lava.
Oh.
What about the lava?
It's too fucking hot. There's no way they're walking over that.
Oh yeah, they're definitely dead. They're dead.
Close.
They're either dying from heat, like burning alive, or they can't breathe.
That rope is constantly catching on fire.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So they walk on this rickety ass rope bridge, and there's no way in hell that it's like even a thing.
Like one scene that's been like imprinted in my head is from Silent Hill, the movie.
Oh,
bad movie.
Yeah, it's not good. They get like the cop lady and they like prop her over a fire, and I'm thinking, oh, she'll eventually get into the fire and burn to death, but she doesn't even get all the way to the fire, and her face is already like melting off from the heat, and I'm just like, the lava should melt her ass.
See, I know you can get kind of close to lava, but I don't think that you can be over it for that long.
No, it would be so hard to breathe. Like if it's 100 degrees out, or if I open my dryer and I freshly stick my head in right after it's done rotating, it's hard to breathe. Yeah, I'm just or the shower gets too hot.
maybe that's the magic of the movie.
All right, so apparently, if you're 6 feet tall, you can go at least 2 meters from the edge of lava.
2 meters from the edge of lava.
All right, that's math.
Yeah, but they're
6
above
feet?
it. Heat rises, brother.
Lava won't kill you if it briefly touches you. You're gonna get a nasty burn, but unless you fell in, you can't get out, then you die.
Really?
Apparently,
maybe because it's like
the same thing as like touching a hot stove or something. Just pull it away fast enough.
Because I know they're like you can go to lava chutes and you can walk next to lava, but it's not as much as like a fully active volcano that's right under you. So I think if the longer they stay there, the likelier they would die. Maybe they can make it, but I do know that rope is burning.
Oh yeah.
There's no way that rope is old and frayed. There's no way that rope is hanging out.
But yeah, they go in the castle, and then I wrote Dragon Finna Smash.
I just want to know
how the fuck? How do they fuck?
Yeah, no, seriously.
Because they have kids in the second one,
mm-hmm.
or the end of the second one. Is it the end of the second one or the end of the third one?
It's the end of this one where you see the kids.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think it's like maybe
it's the next one.
Yeah, I think it's...
Is it the end of the next one? I know Shrek 3, the kids are in it. I know Shrek 3, the kids are in it.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's the end of the second one, because they say that Fiona's pregnant, and then fucking kids are popping out at the end credit scene of one of the movies.
Children.
But yeah, during that scene when Shrek rescues her and he has all the knight's armor, and she's just like, I want to see your face. And then she's surprised that he's an ogre. It's like, did you not ever see his green skin?
Yeah. No, it wasn't hiding.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, there was his neck, his hands.
He's also not a normal sized human being. I don't know. I thought that was weird. Funny though.
It's so gross. They're called dronkies.
What?
The babies? Yeah, they're called dronkies.
Ew.
There's 6 of them.
That's quite a few.
So they arrive at the end of the movie.
Of this movie?
I think it's the second movie. Okay. Yeah, Shrek 2.
Okay.
Yeah. It's the ending scene of Shrek 2, and then they're all in Shrek the Third. And then they're in Shrek the Halls and Shrek Forever After.
Oh, God. This never ends.
Never ends.
I like when he's just like, I'm no one's messenger boy. I'm a delivery boy.
Dude, Shrek's got some great lines.
Dude, he really does.
Shrek, no, I mean the movie itself.
Yeah.
Shrek has great fucking lines. Also, if you guys notice that when he's walking through the hall, there's like the knight's cut. Like there's a
a huge book.
Yeah, well, it's like it's like a wooden plank essentially, and someone drew out like the best cuts of knights, like where you should cut to eat it. It's fucking funny.
Yeah, I noticed that too. I was looking at it, I was like, what the
choice cuts of knights, that's what it's called.
Yeah.
That's hilarious to me. I love that. So like but who's doing that?
Yeah, is it the dragon?
Well, that's a really small board for the dragon to draw on, so I think it's Fiona.
Whoa.
Ooh, you hear that pen drop? I think it's Fiona. I think Fiona's eating some of the charbroiled knights.
Yeah, because you don't see her eating any
Yeah,
food.
what does she eat?
I mean, the door's locked.
Yeah.
So, she's dead. That's real magic.
It's the real magic.
Yeah, he has like the whole bye-bye, see you later. Shrek's just a funny dude.
Yeah, and then it goes great. Fiona is kind of a bitch at first. Because she's like, oh, you're not my Prince Charming. And she's just, catfishes his ass. Well, she really does catfish Lord Farquaad.
Yeah.
Because she's not who she says she is.
I mean, that's not her fault. The magic mirror
it's not
shouldn't
her
really.
fault. The magic
She didn't
mirror
put it on
really
Facebook, that fucking bitch.
Yeah, so, they keep walking, and then we get to the whole... Chance just told me this today, like, when Robin Hood goes to save her from Shrek, I didn't know people were mad that he was French. I honestly didn't even know he was French until now.
Yeah.
I just thought he was a prissy bitch, but it makes sense that he's actually French.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Because people were like, well, Robin Hood's supposed to be English, but it's a parody of Robin Hood, so it's like, shut the fuck up.
So it's even better that they made him French.
Shut the fuck up.
Monsieur Hood.
Break it down, little. It cracks me up every time he says break it down.
That song just stuck in my head for a few days.
Yeah, literally, I'm like...
Makes me awfully mad. He's mad. He's really mad.
So funny.
Back to the Sora thing.
Whoa.
If Shrek is not Sora, Shrek is Trump. Okay? Hear me out.
He wants to build a 10-foot wall around his swamp. I know where you're going.
That's
exactly.
That
was so funny. Yeah.
As soon as he wrote it, I was like...
Yeah, we just both looked at each other. We were like,
I was really hoping you're like, Donkey is Roxas. That's what I was hope you're going with.
Yeah, because he's a nobody.
Exactly.
Or is he?
Dude.
That's a whole podcast talking about that
whole
fucking
other
series.
Conversation right there.
Donkey has a sex dream in this movie.
I think he's... I saw that, yeah, and I think he's fucking dragon.
what?
Yeah, he totally has a sex dream.
Yeah.
Because he's just like... he's like... I can't remember
when
what he
Fiona's
says.
gone, she gets the eggs.
Yeah.
She murders the mama bird so she can get the baby birds and eat them like a fucking savage.
I don't know why.
Yeah, he's like rolling around on his back.
Yeah, and then he's just like, oh, I like it there.
Yeah, I like that. Keep going. And then,
That's so funny.
And then Shrek kicks him, wakes him up so he can eat one egg.
Nice. Yeah. See,
stupid.
My thing was, we should have picked up on the signs that she was having something fuckery going on, Because when they're having fun and they're like, they're doing the blow up snake and the frog and shit, she gets spider webs, wraps it up like cotton candy, and gets flies in there.
Yeah.
She licks her fucking fingies.
Yeah.
She goes, afterwards, a bitch, you an ogre.
Not to mention she blew up a snake.
Yeah.
Like, probably poisonous snake. She got all of it. It was...
How do you know it's poisonous, Chance?
I don't know. It's a snake.
They're all poisonous.
Just don't touch snakes.
Dude, maybe she just ate a bunch of spiders and that's why she was licking her hands. Because what is she eating in the castle?
Yeah.
She can't eat gold. Well, you can, but it's not nutritious.
At least spiders have protein. They're not poisonous.
But they're all poisonous.
Too bad.
She's eating that pussy, baby.
Her own.
I don't
So,
know.
lady dragon.
They're just like, hey girl, listen.
I need something. Dinner time.
But yeah, part of that cracks me up a lot is Fiona's she turns into an ogre at nighttime. Yeah. That's why she keeps wanting to go to bed.
Well, spoiler.
But Shrek overhears her and Donkey talking, but then he thinks that she's talking about him, and so he's just like, I get it. No one can love a hideous, ugly beast. And she's like,
ugly ogre.
And she's like, I thought that wouldn't matter to you. He's like, yeah, well, it does.
It does.
So in her head, he's like calling her straight up ugly, and he's like, I don't date ugly bitches.
Yeah.
That's the classic miscommunication that you see in these movies.
But then she finally goes to get married to Lord Farquaad because they have the falling out thing.
You see how she pats his fucking head at one point?
Does she really?
I think she pats his head. I could be wrong, but I could have sworn
she shoves him down in the cake.
There's that part, but no, like when they first meet each other.
That'd be funny.
I could have sworn she pats his fucking head. I could be wrong, but I headcanon she pats his head.
Well, if she did, that's fucking off with your head right there.
Nah, dude, she gonna be queen. He don't care.
Yeah, but during the whole wedding scene when Shrek interrupts it, fucking Farquaad roasts his ass.
Oh my god!
He's like, "What are you doing? You're rude enough being alive when no one wants you." Yeah. I was just like, "Holy shit!"
I've never heard that before.
Basically, just go kill yourself.
Yeah. I was like, "Oh, like Shrek, you need a hug?"
Shit. Cracks me up. And then, so then it just ends with
Dragon eating his ass.
Yeah,
Shrek and Fiona fall in love, they kiss, and then she turns into an ogre. She's like, I thought I was doing it to a fucking human.
Permanent ogre.
It's literally in the rhyme that you're going to turn into the shape of the fucking stupid. You stupid.
Stupid bitch.
And then it goes to the
your dad's a fucking frog, and you're mad you're an ogre? It could be worse.
Yeah, she doesn't know that yet.
Yeah,
wait, actually, he isn't a frog yet.
Yeah,
he's a frog.
He's been a frog this whole time.
He's a frog before he marries the queen.
She's the princess and the frog girl.
Yeah.
He was a frog and he became a prince because he was also cursed.
She they don't find out until near the end.
Of the second one, like right before he dies.
Yeah.
He turns into a frog and she's like, no, I think the wife's like, I've always known or something like that. It's like,
oh man,
stupid.
I don't know why I don't remember that.
Willingly?
See, I thought he was a human and then he got cursed to be a frog.
No, that's why he took her curse so seriously.
He's the
that's why he was so like upset with her curse. Because he's like, my daughter's also cursed. I will fix it.
I need to watch the second one again.
Yeah, the second one's not bad.
I think
the third one's ass, but the second one's not bad.
I need to watch the
second
one.
Isn't there a fourth one?
Yeah. I think there's a fifth one. It's either that or there's a fourth one, and there's just a lot of specials.
There's specials. The fourth one is... So the first one is this one. The second one is where they go to meet the parents after they get married, and Prince Charming comes in.
Prince Charming.
By the way, a classic PlayStation 2 game is the second Shrek game. Oh. It's actually really fucking fun. I really enjoyed it. And then the third one is about going to find... Oh, sorry. The dad dies in the third one.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then they need to go find the next king, and it's going to be King Arthur.
Hope you're not wanting to watch the second.
That's right.
Yeah, so they go to Merlin and to find King Arthur, and then the fourth one is with Rumpelstiltskin.
That's the fourth one.
That's the Do the Roar. That's the one that everybody
does. Yeah.
Fucking. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Rough. Anyways, this movie had a budget of $60 million. Made $484 million back.
Oh, I could see that. Yeah. This movie killed it,
and it's the first movie ever to get the Academy Award for Best Animated Feature.
Nice.
Wow. They probably just started that award when the movie came out.
Yeah. I mean, that's why it's the first.
Hey, you don't know that. Cinderella and fucking Sleeping Beauty and all just got snubbed way back in the day.
Every single time they're just like, we're just not going to give it to anyone.
Yeah, they're just not good enough yet. And then Smash Mouth comes out, hey now, you're an all-star. They're like, oh, banger, dude.
All the judges are 13-year-olds like, yeah, dude. Finally, I can relate to something.
Yeah. All that glitters is gold?
I can't wait for Shrek is Love to come out. Fuck.
You had to mention it, didn't you?
Throwback.
Had to mention it.
Ratings.
Dude, 5.
Yeah, I'd give it a 4.5.
I give it a fucking straight 5. This is a fire movie, dude. If you don't think it's a good movie, you're an idiot. So, Chance, you give it a 1?
I gave it a 4 out of 5. I love this movie. I just think it's a little.
Maybe I'm gonna go 4 because I want it to be longer. It's kind of short.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go 4 because now that I think about it, I wish it was a little longer. Because I'm sorry to cut you off, but everything happens really, really fast.
Yeah.
Nothing new, right? Me cutting you off.
But no, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's why I like the second one so much because it has way more story to it, and then we get to see human Shrek.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
That's the real Roxas.
Yeah. Just true form.
Dude, okay. No, let's go ahead and give your thing. Just a piss off chance.
I was like, what thing?
no, I mean I like this movie. I just think it kind of gets ruined by the whole meme thing in a way.
Oh,
just because it's so oversaturated, and so many people they say they love the movie because the meme is funny. So there's so many people that don't actually love the movie. They're just like, oh, it's funny to love the movies. Fucking.
He's just a fucking old man. You're Carl.
Dude, I relate to Carl. Fucking throw Randall right off my porch.
Russell.
Russell. It's the same thing.
You are Carl. The old man getting names wrong. If they were to take Shrek 1 and put it with Shrek 2, combine them together.
In the universe of Kingdom Hearts.
No, then I think it'd be a 5.
Yeah.
Because it's perfect.
Yeah. I think I might be wrong. I think Shrek 2 is better, but I'll have to rewatch Shrek 2 because I haven't seen that in years.
Shrek 2 is great. Fiona really pisses me off with Shrek 2 though. So what's new though?
Yeah. And onto our main event.
Right,
All right, and for our final movie, we have Klaus. Now, this is a new movie, and it's pretty damn good. It might be my favorite origin story of Santa Claus.
Mm-hmm. It's a origin story.
Yeah, because Tim the Toolman and Taylor used to have it. But yeah, I think honestly, this is probably my favorite animated Christmas movie that I can think of. I don't really know
so good.
Of 2 minutes. Oh wait, no, the Grinch is live action.
Yeah, the Grinch is live action. I was like, don't you disrespect.
What else you think?
They have the animated one now.
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, fuck that. I haven't seen it, but fuck that one.
Yeah,
it's good.
It's not Jim Carrey.
Oh,
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Somebody did
Cumberbatch.
The Grinch song. Somebody made it for it was Kanye West or something like that.
You know what?
It was actually pretty dope.
You know what I just heard?
What?
Okay, side note before we get into Klaus. So the guy that did the original Tony the Tiger, he went uncredited for being Tony the Tiger, but he also was the one that sang the "You're a Mean One" with Mr. Grinch.
Oh,
so the OG Tony the Tiger was the guy that sang that, and he also was uncredited for that.
Dude, that guy missed so many bags.
Dude, it's pretty shitty.
Wow.
He could have.
Yeah.
Did he get he had to have gotten paid for that shit, right?
Maybe. I don't know. I just know he wasn't really credited with it.
That's fucked. Oh, maybe he didn't want to be.
How would you not?
Yeah, why would you not want to be? That'd be fucked.
Yeah.
I'd be so pissed.
Oh, there is an OG Grinch that is animated. I guess the OG Grinch is
OG.
animated.
Yeah, but fuck that one.
But fuck it. Jim Carrey's the best. Anyway, so Klaus is about a spoiled, rotten man baby. We can only guess is probably in his late 20s.
Yeah.
He is the son of the guy who owns the
Postal Army.
Yeah, the Postal Army. Yeah. Which they go all over the world and set up post offices. They're the people in charge of post offices. Sorry. So, he's a giant man baby, doesn't give a shit about anything, and he's just living off the riches that his dad has. And his dad gets tired of it and says, you know what? Fucking Jesper. That's the guy's name is Jesper, which I'm okay with. I kind of wish it was Jasper.
Yeah,
but they went with Jesper, which is, okay, cool. I'll dig it. I'll allow it. Yeah. So, he sends Jesper to this island. Shit. That's it.
It's Schlong.
I think it's Smearensburg.
Oh,
Smearensburg.
That's what it is.
Yeah, we'll go with that one.
I was going to say Schlongberg. Schlongberg and Sachs.
Yeah. Okay, so Schlongberg and Sachs. Yeah, so... Good GTA reference on that one. Yeah. So, he goes to Smearensburg, which is way the fuck north. Super far north. It's got just the worst climate you can think of. It's basically the North Pole.
Yeah.
Without it really being the North Pole. Yeah. So he is really upset that he gets sent there. Was it Smearensburg?
Yeah.
Good job. He was really upset that he got sent there, and he just decides to... his dad told him you can come home after you've been there for a year, and you send over a year or 6,000 letters. Well, you
have to do 6,000 letters within a year.
Yeah, but I think he did it in under that, and his dad got him back.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he 13,000. Yeah. Anyway, So yeah, he had to be there for a year and send 6,000 letters within that year. So he goes there and he finds out that this island sucks. You need a boat to get to it, and it's just an awful island. All the buildings are run down. There's no school for kids because no one gives a shit about school. And there are these two families that dominate the island, and they just have a big feud and hate each other. And now he has to try and find a way to send letters, essentially. And he does that by getting a local woodcutter to make toys for kids. And that's the beginning of the Christmas Santa Claus myth. And that's basically the synopsis of the show. Yeah, so we'll jump into this. And I really like the animation style they did.
Oh, I love it.
It was great. So I don't know really how to describe it, except it looked like they had almost claymation, but not claymation. Like, it was moving pictures in front of, like, stills.
Well, yeah, because apparently they did hand-drawn images for everything, and then they would use, like, some kind of 3D lighting to actually make it... So everything is, like, hand-drawn.
It was very smooth. Like, you could tell that, like, the animation style was just, like...
It was different.
It's so unique.
Yeah, it's hand-drawn mixed with CGI cameras.
I really liked it. I thought it was great.
Mm-hmm.
It takes, like, a second to get used to it, but it's nice all the time.
It's almost like watching, like, if you took, like, a Christmas Carol, like the one with Jim Carrey, the animated one, and then made it more of like a
better.
Oh yeah, made it more better. If you added like a pastel look to it.
Yeah,
like,
have you guys
super cool?
Have you guys watched the Jim Carrey Christmas Carol recently?
Not recently.
I actually watched it the other day with my niece, and it is not good.
Yeah.
Really?
The animation is bad.
See, I remember like thinking on it.
I know, it's weird. 'Cause you used to think like, oh, that's so like, they're like humans. That's so weird.
Yeah.
But watching it now, it's not good.
Yeah.
You can tell it's CGI.
And like with the Polar Express, I thought
Fuck that movie.
See, I actually like the Polar Express, but it's like when it first came out, I was like, whoa, this is insane. And now it's like it's notorious for having lifeless CGI characters, but like it did have good like physics and stuff.
Kind of a lifeless story, if you ask me.
Yeah.
I got to meet Santa and he gave me a fucking bill.
I understand. Yeah.
Stupid.
Now I believe, even though I fucking see him, I still don't believe until I have to believe.
Dude.
It's weird.
I was getting very nervous getting into this movie, mainly because it was a Netflix original animation. Because me and Brady were talking about it, because Netflix is supposed to do like an anime adaptation of Pacific Rim and for Magic. And we were getting hyped. Yeah, Magic the Gathering. And we were getting hyped for it, but then we look at all the Netflix original animes, and it's all like terrible CGI animation. So hard to watch. Dude,
it's so bad. Like, I just don't want to watch it. Like, I want to get into the Dragon Prince, and for one season I was able to get over it, but it's so hard to watch.
It hurts your eyes.
Yeah, it's just I don't care for the story just because I don't like watching it. Like, the story's cool, but I don't want to invest in it.
Yeah, it just seems like blocky to me when they use that kind of animation. It's just so hard to adjust, and there's so many anime on Netflix that I want to try to watch, but I just can't get over that little hunch. And I hope they do something similar to this, not like hand drawn, because I think drawing all that fucking kaiju would be, or monsters in Magic the Gathering, pretty fucking hard.
They're just cards.
Don't do CGI. That's all I'm saying.
That's all I care about. Don't do it. So any favorite parts from the intro scenes? I mean, the whole part where he's slacking off in the male academy was funny.
Yeah.
I liked all of that.
Yeah. One of my favorite first scenes was when he was looking at all the people of Smearensburg, and it cuts to the fucking girl with the snowman, and she has a carrot, and she slowly stabs it into the snowman while staring at him, and you see her multiple times throughout the movie, like when there's a storm happening, she's just walking through with a carrot staring at him, and then like later on in the movie she does something with it. Dude, that cracks me up every time.
Let's say this first and foremost. All-star cast. Jason Bateman is he's Klaus. J.K. Simmons plays the woodcutter. I can't remember his name off the top of my head.
He's Klaus.
Yes, J.K. Simmons is Klaus. You're right. Sorry. Jason Schwartzman. I said Bateman anyway.
Yeah,
I was reading his name.
I was like, is his name also Jason Bateman?
My bad. Jason Schwartzman plays Jesper.
Yeah.
J.K. Simmons plays Klaus. I don't know his name. Rashida Jones plays, what was her name?
Oh, what was her
You guys remember? I think Avery?
Kelly?
I can't.
Not fucking... It's Karen, first of all. Karen Filippelli.
Yeah,
That's Kelly. Oh, I'm sad.
Alva. Plays Alva.
Okay.
Alva. But my all-time favorite cast is Mr. Ellingbo, played by the none other than Will Sasso.
Oh, yeah.
I fucking love Will Sasso.
That's right.
I was so excited to find out that was him.
Yeah, they have a really good cast.
They have a great class. And then Joan Cusack plays Mrs. Crumb, who is great.
No, yeah.
Who...
You
you want to explain it?
Yeah, so there was what's her name? Alva. So the character Alva shows up, and we were like, man, that sounds like the principal from School of Rock.
Yeah.
And then I looked it up. I was like, oh no, it's not her. Like, because it sort of sounded like her, and I was like, oh shit, it's the lady from
Rashida Jones.
Yeah, she's from The Office. And then later on, the lead house of in the show, the two houses that are having a war, one of the leads, she started talking, and I was like, wait, she sounds like the principal. And I looked it up, and it's her. I was like, oh, what the fuck? It was so funny.
We were screaming. We were laughing so
Just
hard.
Just the fact that we had no idea that she was in this, and we thought another character was her, and it wasn't her. So I was like, oh my gosh, this is so funny. But then she does a really good job too. The scenes with her are hilarious.
Yeah,
she kind of starts to shine later on in the movie, near the end. But
I hope she does more voice acting soon. She did a really fucking good job.
She's great. Yeah, she's really good. I feel like the character it wasn't super it wasn't a super good fit, but she did it so well that it's it didn't even matter.
Yeah.
So that's what I love about that. It's I literally have no complaints about this movie.
I know, I really don't the Family Feud I thought would get annoying, but it was actually a really funny part to the movie. It was great. Every time they brought it up, it was hilarious.
Yeah, and it was so it was such a pivotal
point. Yeah.
I mean, there's no true villain in this movie. I mean, there is the two heads that want to keep the war going.
Yeah,
but they never really focus on it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's in a good way, because it focuses mainly on the story of Jesper and Klaus,
mm-hmm.
and I think the main antagonist of the movie would be Jesper's selfishness.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would still say the antagonist is the two heads of house.
Mm-hmm.
Because they joined together at one point so they could take out Jesper. So they're literally the only reason that Jesper gets upset.
Yeah.
So what happens is Jesper starts getting these kids. He finds Klaus's shack in the woods because no one wants to mail letters because no one likes each other, so they're not gonna mail each other shit. So he goes up to Klaus because he notices there's a house out in the woods. Hey, maybe this guy wants to mail something out, and he goes up there to talk to him. And that's when you notice that he's got all these crazy toys that he does, which is, dude, they're so sick, those toys.
They're badass.
The frog that he makes is fucking sick.
Okay, I want to talk about that scene. When they deliver the first toy.
Yeah.
Dude, I almost cried.
Dude, it was pretty good.
I almost fucking cried.
Yeah.
Because the kid's all alone. His painting of him just in his house alone, and now he has his toy. Dude.
It's pretty good.
I was crying. But then Brady called Klaus a pedophile.
That was a good little joke.
I forgot I did that. Okay, the dude lives alone in a shack by himself. He makes toys all fucking day, and he doesn't really do much.
And then he watches kids play with his toys.
Yeah, and in a weird way.
Yeah, through the window. He's
he's staring at that kid throwing that toy.
Fuck yeah.
But sick ass toy.
Well, sick ass toy.
Toy.
So Jesper sees the toys and he gets kids to start writing letters to Klaus because that's how you get Klaus to notice that you want a toy. So that's how he gets the letters to come in, and the fucking people. They want him out.
Yeah.
Because the postman's making the kids happy. The kids don't want to fight anymore.
And that's the cool thing is that literally everybody there, you are either Montague or Capulet. That's what it is with this. And because he starts, it starts with the kids start cleaning up the town and start making it better. They start hanging out with each other even though they're not supposed to. Mm-hmm. But then the parents... and this is why I love the movie so much. Usually, in a movie like that, where there's always the conflict, the adults don't see the bright side until the end.
Mhm.
In this case, literally
the majority of
the whole town,
the majority of them,
yeah, except for like the main ones,
yeah,
they all start like being friends,
Yeah.
and it's just like so it's just such a happy like road that you go down, and it just keeps going like, and it starts off with him.
Unless you speak Sammy, then he just doesn't give a shit.
I don't know what the fuck Sammy is. But it starts off with him like fixing the fence or something, and then instead of finishing it, he knocks it down, and then like
he builds a slide.
Yeah, he builds a slide, and
I have that as a note. It's one of my favorite moments of this movie.
Yeah,
that part also was.
It like it's giving me goosebumps because it's
Yeah.
like I don't know if it's just the fact that I had very neutral expectations for the movie, and it like blew it out of proportion, or it's just that good of a movie, and like it's just fucking everything.
It's good.
There's so many things.
This is a reason I think this is my favorite, like Santa Claus origin story for me.
Yeah.
It's so good,
and
Not
they don't
only-
like make it so obvious it's a Santa Claus thing. Like it's kind of like I mean, they don't like put it in your face the whole time, being like, "Oh, winter magic," blah blah blah. They're just doing shit,
Yeah.
and then eventually, I mean, us knowing it's supposed to be that, we can see the things, but they don't like Solo. They're just like, "Oh, his name's Solo because he goes blah blah blah."
Never seen it. Didn't watch
They
it.
do that.
Yeah,
They do that a lot. They'll just bring out random things, be like, "This is this because of this," just so it has a connection to the thing.
Gotcha.
But this, they don't throw it in your face. They make little subtle
Yeah.
things for it.
The
And I
only
love
big,
that.
the only big thing is that he makes toys and he's giving the toys to kids. That's the only real big thing that you see. Like, oh, that's Santa. But then, like Chance is saying, the magic aspect of it plays very little into it. It's really, it is subtle. You know it's happening because the wind changes and he sees this path go and he decides to follow it, and that always leads to the next part of him becoming Santa.
Disability, yeah.
Disability. Or the next part is seeing a little boy.
Where are the boys at?
So it's I really do like that. And it's not until the very end when the full magic takes place.
Yeah. And
Which I was not expecting, and I thought it was kind of cool that they did that. Cause,
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that either.
yeah, because then, like, the whole movie, I don't want to, like, spoil it. I'll wait.
We said spoiler warning in the...
True.
yeah,
Well, so...
they can watch it if they want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, which, this is literally one of the only movies I'm going to say, like, you better fucking watch this movie. Because it's, like,
And Tusk.
it's just so...
Don't forget about Tusk.
And Tusk. There are two movies. But, like, this has to become... just like a Christmas classic because it's that good.
Dude, it's really good.
It blew my mind how good it was. And so, yeah, throughout the whole movie, like Chance was saying, like, it's always super subtle with its, like, little hints towards him being Santa Claus or stuff like that. They have their own little twist on it. And then finally at the end, it's like, no, he's Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
so it's really cool.
He was a man, though, before any of that. He was fully mortal, like, not Santa, and then it's not until the very end where he turns into Santa.
Yeah.
But you don't... He just...
Through fucking magic.
Yeah, Klaus just, like, the trail, happens, and he says, he's like... His wife dies... That's the big thing. You find that out. That's why he's living alone in the woods. And then he says, I'm coming to whatever his wife's name is. And he walks off into the distance. And then he's gone. He's gone for years. And then all of a sudden, at the very end, you hear like the dinging of bells. Like the ching, ching, ching. As like a sleigh bells.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're like, oh shit!
Yeah.
He's Santa. He's Santa Claus.
It's funny seeing how, like, like, all of the things that we know of Santa Claus, they threw into it.
Yeah.
Like, when they're riding on the sleigh.
Yeah, and they just fly over, and the kid thinks that the flying reindeer.
My favorite one's the Cole.
Yeah,
Cole.
yeah.
Cole one. Yeah.
Dude,
There's this little
so funny.
dick of a kid who's always fucking with Jesper, and Jesper's going to give him a toy, and he realizes what house he's in. He's like, no, fuck this kid. He gives him a lump of coal instead. The kid comes out, he's like, why did I get a present? And that's when the whole naughty list happens.
Yeah,
and like, dude, Jesper comes up with that on the fly.
It's
I
so
love
funny.
it.
It's
I
like
laughed
the
so
fucking-
hard in that
He like
scene.
dims down his glasses, like, or his hat, and he's like, "Don't mess with the postman."
Oh yeah, it was like don't
That's
mess
so-
with the postman. It's like the only rap part, like rap
Dude,
thing
it's
in this.
so fucking funny.
funny.
But
And yeah,
go
and the
ahead.
kid, he's like fucking crying. He's like, "You made it on the naughty list."
He's like, "No,
like no,
you don't want to be on the naughty list."
Oh my gosh, I'm laughing like so hard
good.
on this, dude.
I think the part that almost made me cry the most, though, is when It's the Kingdom Hearts moment.
Oh, yeah.
So there's this little girl who doesn't speak English. She just speaks Sami. It's a language of people that live way north in Europe. And he doesn't know what the fuck she's talking about ever.
Yeah,
and
you go ahead. The first time they ever meet, like she's like talking because she wants to send a letter too.
Yeah,
and he's like, "What's wrong with her mouth?" and then he just like pushes the door into her face to push her away.
He just wants nothing to do with it because Jesper's an asshole until about like 3/4 of the way through.
Yeah,
I think he's an asshole until this moment I'm talking about.
Yeah,
literally, yeah.
Yeah. So because he's doing all this for selfish reasons, he just wants to get out of here. He doesn't really care about the kids being happy. But he eventually decides, fuck it, I'm going to learn what this chick's saying, this little girl, and I'm going to learn what she wants. So he finds out she wants a boat or like a weird sled thing. So him and Klaus go give it to her, and there's a moment where you see her riding it, and it's just pure happiness. I almost cried, man.
Oh.
And then you get hit with that Kingdom Hearts banger.
Yeah, there's a song in there that reminds Brady and I of like the Kingdom Hearts song because it's like so high pitched and it's got the like tender notes behind
and
it.
And it's very emotional.
And then give you that transition. We're just like, oh.
If you play Kingdom Hearts and you watch this movie, you'll know exactly what we're talking about when it comes up. I promise you'll know what we're talking about.
I love it.
At least I hope you do.
If you don't, you're not a true Kingdom Hearts fan. You don't know
man.
shit about Sora and Riku and Kairi.
But yeah, this movie is like super cute, super funny. Like the classroom scene was fucking adorable too.
Yeah.
Ooh. I also have Jesper when he makes the toys. That part got me too.
Yes.
When he decides to start making the toys.
That's what.
Because he gets down to the nitty gritty.
Yeah, because he's like, dude, Mulan comes on. And it's like, let's get down to business. And like, dude, it's pretty good.
It gets me because Jesper and Klaus had like a little falling out, and that's why Jesper was like, I gotta do this on my own.
Yeah, they have two.
Yeah, at the very end also.
Yeah.
And that's when he's like, I'm gonna make this slave for this little girl.
Yeah. And
that's what gets me because I'm like, dude, he is a good guy. Like, and I don't know. It's like one of those turning points in the movie. Yeah. And then finally, Klaus is like, okay.
You know, and when he makes the toy himself, and then he sees the kid playing with it, he gets a much deeper appreciation for it.
Yeah.
Which is what Klaus has been experiencing this whole time.
Yeah. Yeah, because originally the toys were made for Klaus's future kids.
Yeah.
But then...
Never happens.
Never happened.
Because his wife gets sick.
Dude, same with Up.
Colin Ellie.
Is Klaus Carl?
Could be.
Oh my god.
I was just reading through my notes and one of it was like, this movie's making me sad. I'm just so sad.
So sad. I had 2 notes for this movie because I was just so into it. I had never written that few notes. What was my... Oh yeah, I said I ended up writing down a second note like way after we watched the movie, and I said I thought Up was gonna put me in my bag. But yeah, this movie is so good.
It's very good.
It's emotional. It's funny.
With the principal from School of Rock, her doing an extra job, but the other Sasso's character,
Will Sasso,
so fucking dumb, and then she's just like, "How we've never defeated you."
Oh, what was the one part where
his daughter's like mine?
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah,
she says mine a lot, and
but he was like,
when they all start chasing after Jesper and Klaus because they have the fake toys as we learn later on, but they all like go down sleds and she doesn't have it. She's like, she keeps saying mine,
shit.
and she can never get it, so she grabs like the tiny ass sled and she starts fucking shredding
Turns into Shaun White, dude.
Mine. But some of the funniest scenes were with the lady that plays School Rock.
Mrs. Crumb was her name.
Yeah, Mrs. Crumb. When he... damn it, I can't remember what... So it was like... and then she was like, and then we'll do this. And then he almost says, what? And she's like, I swear, if you say what...
Wait, it's supposed to be who, because they got rid of Jesper. And now we have to get rid of him. And then she's like, I swear, if you say who...
It's so funny. So many scenes with the crack. And she's like, because he says something. It's like the first time he says something really dumb. And she's like, are you kidding me right now? It's like, are you serious?
I also really like Jesper's dad.
Oh yeah, me too.
Because Jesper's dad,
he's really wholesome.
He was a nice guy, like because he So what the main bad guys, they figure out what Jesper's doing with the whole 6,000 letters, and they mail out their own letters. They basically double it. Well, double plus 1,000. So they end up sending 13,000 letters on Jesper's behalf. And then they get his dad, so his dad would come take him away. And his dad realizes how big this is for Jesper, like how much he's grown, and he just says, just stay. He doesn't say it, but he gives him the dad look.
Yeah, they give the good old dad
He
nod.
leans down and like just stares at him, and then that's when you know like he understands. And
Yeah.
I just really appreciated that. I
Yeah.
thought it was great.
Throughout the whole part, like I wrote down, I was like, just tell your dad no.
Dude,
Yeah.
I think he was afraid to tell his dad no because like he succeeded and now he doesn't want to seem like he failed at
Yeah.
one point, but
his dad wouldn't give a shit. As you can see, when his dad finally figured out like how much this is bothering him, his dad's like, just stay.
yeah.
It's not that big of a deal, dude. You can stay.
Oh, and then the part where the little Sammy girl comes down, she's like, Jasper, Jasper. And then he's like, well, looks like I missed my boat. Please stay back.
Aren't you wondering why I'm here right now?
My name is Jasper, and my life is a little crazy. So I think that's about it. Without
Yeah, I think we covered that.
Yeah, we
Yeah. Please watch this one.
Dude,
It's just so.
It's
I
so
want to
good.
watch it again.
Yeah.
Like
You
and
definitely they
the
put
hit.
a lot of effort. I mean, the whole hand drawn thing, like that.
Yeah.
That's fucking
love
rough.
it.
Like most animated films are like computer drawn, you know.
And it's just so beautiful.
And this is the first original animated feature film on Netflix.
Really?
So go for that.
That's pretty sick. The fact that it's a Netflix
really?
film,
Yes.
Crazy.
this would have blown the fuck up in theaters.
Yeah.
Like if like
Well, I think after the first, I don't think it would do good opening weekend because people would have the same thoughts we had. Like this is probably not going to be
exactly.
good. But after everyone sees it, be like, fucking watch this movie.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Man, yeah, because I am gonna start it off. I'm fucking giving it a 5-star.
Yeah.
Like, and like I said, I'm not sure if it's because it was like above my non-expectations, or like because it's that fucking good. So
Yeah. I didn't really. I just thought it was going to be another Santa movie.
yeah,
I didn't really know what it was going to be about. I originally was kind of thinking Jesper's just going to meet up with Santa Claus somehow.
that's exactly
Like,
what I was
thought
thinking.
it was going to be. But the way, yeah, no, I'm giving it 5 sleigh bells a ring a ding ding. And
Because it's so like it's just so unique in its own little like origin story sense.
I know. That's what it's my favorite Santa Claus origin story ever.
For sure.
Just my favorite, hands down. Can't even think of another one, to be honest with you.
Mm-mm.
I gave this 5 Sammy sleds out of 5. Same reasons. Like it's none of this whole movie seems forced.
Sammy
it's actually
sleds.
it's actually a good fucking. It's a good Christmas. I don't like a lot of Christmas movies, but I like this and I like The Grinch now.
You like Elf?
Elf is okay.
I thought you hated it. That's why I said that.
But yeah, it's like all the things that we know of Santa Claus now was like started just as like rumors when they were doing shit like the whole sled thing.
Mhm.
I thought it was a good touch.
Yeah, like because it kind of just grows and then. So what was funny was like, I don't know, maybe it wasn't funny, but I don't really know how Christmas started being about Santa Claus. Like I don't know when that started.
There's a lot of shit with that.
Yeah, it goes in. There's a whole lot. We
Yeah.
might not want to get into that.
Yeah,
here.
we might.
There's a lot.
Yeah, because it's based off of religion stuff. So.
Well, it's a pagan holiday.
We might offend some people.
Yeah.
Going
So.
to it. So
Well, I mean, everyone knows it's a pagan holiday to begin with.
Yeah.
Like you trace it back to its OG roots,
Mhm.
and then it was co-adopted by the Catholic Church to bring pagans into the church.
That's wild.
So, yeah. Oh, no. The other Santa Claus origin story that I was thinking of earlier was like there's an old animated movie about this guy who he was raised by elves in the woods, and then no, shut up. So then he would sneak into a town every night to meet a lady, but the guy was like wanted for some reason, and that was the old OG origin story.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. I need to remember the name of that movie.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, that's this week's episode, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. Wait, was someone else going to do the outro?
No, that's you.
Oh, you want to?
No.
Well, welcome back to Boys Night Podcast, everyone.
We're restarting.
No, so we hope you enjoyed it. is we had a lot to talk about with Shrek and Klaus, but Up we might have butchered a little bit, but I hope you enjoyed that ride. Because I know we did. Be sure to catch us on all of our platforms. You can check us out on Twitter at Boys Night Pics, Instagram with the same handle. YouTube, I think, is Boys Night Pictures.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I think everything
same on
else
Spotify.
Yes.
And then Anchor to our lovely sponsors.
Yeah.
Check us out.
We got 66 cents.
Yeah. So, I think next week's lineup is...
the theme is exclusives.
Oh, that's right. Yes, we have exclusives. So we have one exclusive
I'm not gonna lie, I
movie
thought
from
that was-
each platform.
But that was this week.
No, there's animated movies this week.
Yeah, I also
Idiot. So, we have Noelle from
Disney
Plus. Yes, I was kidding there.
I was helping.
I can't.
Pilgrim.
Dude,
Dude, you have horrible
I
handwriting.
know. I was kind of like, as soon as I handed it to you, I was like, this is going to be
that's
bad.
why I started using my phone.
Pilgrim, which is on what?
Hulu.
And then whatever happened to Monday, which is Netflix. The Netflix. I am excited for Noelle because I love me some Bill Hader.
Dude, we got to get excited for...
Yeah,
remember when we read the synopsis for Pilgrim? We're like, that's going on there. It just seems...
Oh shit, that's right. It's about the first Thanksgiving tale. It's No, it's about reenactors. Yeah. We'll get into that. Don't worry.
Oh, yeah. I remember it could either be so funny because of how bad it is or just a good movie. We don't know.
Or just so funny.
It's just so good.
Alright, so yeah, be sure to check us back next week and love you.
Love you.